What is going on, everybody? I'm back with another video. Today is just a follow-up video on this watch right here. This is the Seiko 5 SNKK13J1, and thought I'd give you my kind of a short to medium term review on this. I guess I haven't had it too long, I guess since last October or so. It's an absolutely beautiful watch, so I'll start with that. And it is an automatic movement, and of course from the Seiko 5 line, which means that you'll be getting a kind of a budget timepiece, but you're going to get a lot of good looks and utility and usefulness out of it. So first off, let me show you the listing here, because this is where I got it from. I got it from Amazon, and there's your model number. I did not pay $157 for it, however. So some of the specs they list on here is it is 37 millimeters for a case, and then about 11 millimeters thick and 20 millimeters bandwidth, and of course just your average mineral crystal. So really digging this watch a lot, and what prompted this purchase was because I was actually looking at a Rolex, and the Rolex hat was very beautiful, of course, and it had a nice high polished case with a gold dial, and just stunning, right? So I thought, well, the Seiko 5 is actually in my price range a little bit, and it has the same kind of look, and maybe probably not the same feel, but same kind of look. So I went for it, and I'm actually quite surprised of how good this actually looks in person. Not by the utility of it, simply because I've always had good luck with Seiko 5 watches, and that came on this very kind of cheap budget feeling bracelet. It kind of rattles a little bit. It's a fold over links, and just your average dual button deployant, and it's just a stamp clasp, so nothing to write home about. Nothing close to what like my Seiko Samurai came with, like nice solid end links and everything. I do like the Japan stamping on here though, however. But I took this off pretty much immediately. I did wear it for a little bit, but then I pretty much took it off, and I elected to have a nice watch band on here. As you can tell, it really sets off the watch for me. The gold with the blue, and then the stitching is kind of like a more natural color stitching. Really brings out this watch for me. Before I move on, let me go show you what that is. This is from this company right here. Not too sure how to pronounce that, but this is I'm really liking this company's watch straps. They have all sorts of different colors. Let's see here. This is black, and then they got tan. What else they got here? Black and gold, dark brown and gold, dark brown. Let's see here, Horween brown, light brown. And this vintage red looks really nice. I may think about getting this one. But either way, I've been really digging this company's watch straps, and they're very much on par with the Barton's watch straps I have for my other timepieces, and they are quick release, genuine leather, just beautifully made. And this one's been broken in pretty well so far. I just have left it on this SNKK13J1 because it just works. That's all. It just really works very well and pairs really nicely. And in fact, let me get it on the wrist. You guys can see what it looks like. Okay, so for reference, my wrist size is about 6.5 to 6 3/4, so I'm just right in between there. In fact, this is wearing it a little bit tighter than I normally wear it. So just like that. And you can see how it just really sets off the watch just really nicely. Kind of wish you had a blue and gold buckle, which would have really kind of completed the package a lot more for this watch. But I will have to say right off the bat while we're staring at this is that I could have done without the crown being gold, by the way. I would have much preferred a silver polished crown, but whatever, beggars can't be choosers, right? I mean, if that's the case, I would have just went and got the Rolex. But gotta love that dial. I don't know, there's just something really beautiful about this gold, and then of course the luminous indices. Really just sets off this entire piece. And again, when you're buying from the Seiko 5 line, you're really getting a nice quality budget timepiece that is pretty much going to last you quite a while. And I do speak from experience, because if anyone who's watched my videos can remember, I still own my dad's original Seiko 5 here. This one was probably from the 70s, and it still runs. Give it a little shake. See here. And there it goes. Oh, and on a side note, for all the people who wrote into me to let me know about the changing of the day of the week, thank you very, very much. I do understand you push down on the crown to actually get the day of the week to change, and that still actually works, see? So, perfect. Thank you to all who wrote in. Anyways, so as you can see, this is from the Seiko 5 line, and very much about the same size. I believe the 13J1 is actually a little bit larger in diameter. Both of them very, very beautiful timepieces, very classy looking, elegant, none of this big, thick monsters that I tend to see on a lot of men's wrists. And I really enjoy these smaller, classy looking pieces these days. So let me move this out of the way. The classy watches here. I do have on the side the Orient Bambino, and then my Tissot Visodate, or Visodate. I still have no clue how to say it, so people have told me both ways actually. So you can see there's a nice collection, a nice small collection that is, very classy looking timepieces. My favorite being the Orient here, absolutely stunning, with a nice pearl dial and very minimalistic display. And the one thing I wish is that, unless you're willing to spend a little bit more money, the Seiko 5s traditionally, at least from what I can see, because of the movement, has a day date function on there, which I could do without. I don't really need to know what day of the week it is. Most of the time I actually do know what day of the week it is. The date, I'm okay with just the date on there. But either way, I just feel like a day date kind of, no pun intended, complicates things a little bit, and it kind of muddies up the dial, kind of like how the Visodate does here. In fact, this would be awesome if they just took away the day of the week. The other thing is, as well, is that even if they were to maybe color in the day date, maybe in the more gold kind of a tone, it would probably just blend in a lot more than just having just straight up a white background with black text on it. So you can see that gold crown there, has a little bit of texturing on the side. This is non-hackable, so you know, if I pull the crown all the way out, you can see the seconds hand still moves. But here's the back of it with the movement, and see the innards there. But otherwise, this is a very, very classy, understated watch, which is something I like. And this blue and natural stitching colored watch strap really sets it off for me, and I think this is probably where it's going to stay, probably for a long time, until I can find something different. But I think in terms of looks and feel, and just I guess I'll just use the word classiness, the Orient Bambino still takes the cake for me in this little lineup right here. So that is my take on the SNKK13J1. Again, a very nice, beautiful looking watch that actually just does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is to tell time. It loses, you know, a few seconds here and there per day. I'm completely fine with it. You know, at the end of the day, the time is still fairly accurate, so I'm not going to even be worried about it. And plus, the price I paid for it, I'm not really expecting much, but it just does work. That's all it is. Much like the 40-year-old Seiko 5 over here, it just works, and that's all you can really ask for in a watch, in a fine-looking timepiece. So, all right. Well, if there's any questions or comments, please leave it below. Aside from that, take care. Have a nice day. I'll catch you on the next one.